Hello friends. Now we consider surface integrals.
Suppose we are given with a surface S given by f of xyz is equal to c, where triple xyz varies over some region R on the xy plane. By looking into this figure, we can see that the shadow region of this surface is the region R in the xy plane bounded by the circle shown in the black color. Suppose a function of three variables g of xyz is defined at each point on the surface. Also assume that g is a continuous function defined on the surface S. Then we can define the integral of the function g over the surface S, and that integral is called the surface integral, and it is defined by double integral over the region R of g of xyz times magnitude of gradient of f divided by magnitude of gradient of f dot unit vector p dA, where unit vector p is a unit normal to the region R, and also we assume that grad f dot unit vector p is not equal to 0. Here grad f is the gradient of the scalar valued function f, and we know that gradient of f at each point on the surface is a normal vector at that point. That is,
Surface integral is, we are finding integral of a function g of xyz that is defined over some surface. To be clear, consider this example. We are given with a function g of xyz is equal to xyz that is defined over the surface of the cube cut from the first octant by the planes x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1 and z is equal to 1. See, cut by the plane x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1 and z is equal to 1. Such a cube is plotted in this figure, and such cube means the x-axis at the point 11100, and another point is the origin. The cube means the y-axis at the point 0, 1, 0 and also at the origin, means the z-axis at the point 0, 0, 1 and also at the origin. There are 6 faces for this cube, and we are interested to find the integral of the function g on the 6 faces of the cube. We are asked to find the integration of the function g over the surface of the entire cube. Cube has 6 faces, and so we have to find the integral by finding the integral along the 6 faces. Okay. And in order to find the integration, we have this formula. What is the formula? If R is the shadow region of a surface S defined by f of xyz is equal to c. F of xyz is equal to c represents the surface S, and R is the shadow region
of the surface on the respective coordinate planes. For example, shadow of the upper face of the cube is on the xy plane, shadow of the right face is on the xz plane, and shadow of the face towards us is on the yz plane.
And also assume that g is a continuous function defined at the points of the surface here. Then the integral of g over s is the integral, and it is called the surface integral, and it is given by double integral over r g of xyz times absolute value or magnitude of gradient of f by magnitude of grad f dot p dA, where unit vector p is a unit normal to the region R, and also we assume that grad f dot p is not equal to 0. So we use this here, and here we have 6 faces. Okay. Among the 6 faces, we know that 3 faces of this cube lie on the coordinate planes. Okay, one lies along the xy plane, one lies along the xz plane, and one lies along the yz plane. Okay, and on the xy plane, we know that z equal to 0, isn't it? So that if we use this formula, okay, on the face on the xy plane, our z equal to 0, so our g will become 0. So in that case, on that face, our double integral will be 0. The similar situation holds for the faces on the coordinate planes, on the yz plane, and also on the xz plane. So even though there are 6 faces for the cube, okay, and since 3 faces lie on 3 different coordinate planes, and at those situations, sometimes x is equal to 0, sometimes y is equal to 0, and sometimes z is equal to 0, and our g is a product of x, y, z, so that g will be 0 at the points on the faces that lie on the coordinate planes, so that on those faces the double integral will be 0, and we end up with only 3 faces. One is the face A, I call this face A, which is the top face. The face that is towards us is called face B. I call it face B, and this face is taken as face C. Face C. Now consider the surface face A. Face A. On face A, what happens? Face A is at a height z is equal to 1.
Hence, it lies on the plane z is equal to 1. So, it is a portion of the surface f of xyz is equal to z minus 1 is equal to 0, which represents the plane z is equal to 1. Our face is a portion of the plane given by f of xyz is equal to z minus 1 is equal to 0.
A portion of graph of this f is face of A, and this f is restricted to the region capital. What is the shadow of this side? It will be a square on the xy plane given by set of all ordered by xy such that 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1 and 0 less than or equal to y less than or equal to 1. Isn't it? So here, what will be our g of xyz then? G of xyz will be z is equal to 1. So g of xyz will be xy because z is equal to 1. Z is equal to 1 on that face. And what is grad f? By looking here, grad f is partial derivative with respect to xi plus partial derivative with respect to yj plus partial derivative with respect to zk. There is no x variable, y variable here, so we have only ended with the partial derivative of f with respect to zk. So this is 1 into k, because partial derivative of f with respect to z is 1 into k or k.
The fact that grad f to the face A is unit vector k can also be observed by the fact that here our face A is a portion of the plane z is equal to 1, so its unit normal vector in the positive direction is unit vector k, so that grad f is equal to k on that face.
And what about our unit normal to the region capital R? Capital R is the region on the xy plane, so unit normal vector will be k, unit vector along the positive direction of z axis. So grad f dot p will be k dot k, which is equal to 1. So on face A, our surface integral will be double integral over R xy times what is magnitude of grad uniform? That will be 1 from here, because magnitude of k is 1 divided by 1. So this is simply this dA. Okay, what is the limit of integration here? Here x is from 0 to 1, y is from 0 to 1, so xy dy dx. If we integrate first with respect to y, what do we get? Y square by 2. So if we put the limit, it becomes 1 by 2. So this is equal to 1 by 2 into integral 0 to 1 x dx. Okay. This also gives 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 gives 1 by 4. Now our g is symmetric with respect to the variables x, y and z. So that the same value for the surface integral will be obtained if we consider the surface integral along the face B and also along the face C. Okay, and those values also will be 1 by 4. Okay, otherwise what we have to do? We have to find the shadow of face B. Where is the shadow of face B? The shadow of face B will be on the ZY plane or YZ plane. Okay, so that in that case we have to find the double integral over that face, over that where our variables are y and z. Okay, and we find the value and it will be 1 by 4. Similarly, for the face C, we have to project it on the xz plane. There our variables will be x and z. Okay, and if you use the same procedure, we will get to see that there also we get the value 1 by 4. So we have 1 by 4 on face A, 1 by 4 on face B and 1 by 4 on face C. So our ultimate answer is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, which is equal to 3 by 4. See, in the surface integral we have double integral over R, g of x, y, z, magnitude of grad f by magnitude of grad f dot unit vector p dA. We denote this one, magnitude of grad f by magnitude of grad f dot p dA by the symbol d sigma, and this d sigma is called the surface area differential. Surface area differential. And we denote this by double integral over S, where S is the surface on which we find the surface integral. Not the difference. Here S, here R. Here we evaluate the surface integral G d sigma, and such an integration is possible and such an integration is done using this formula. Here we have double integral over R. The region of integration is R, and this surface integral is converted to this form, and this form can be handled by using the idea of double integral of functions of two variables. That is the idea.
We now state the domain additivity property of surface integral. Because on evaluating surface integral, we have seen that surface integrals are converted to double integrals over the region R, where R is the shadow of the surface S. On computing surface integral over the cube having side 1, we have considered 6 faces, and we have considered the shadow of faces on the respective coordinate planes and evaluated the surface integral on faces, and we have added the surface integral along those 6 faces to get the value 3 by 4 there. We have used the domain additivity property of surface integrals there. It states that double integral over S g d sigma is equal to double integral over S1 g d sigma plus double integral over S2 g d sigma plus etc. plus double integral over Sn g d sigma, where the idea is that if S is partitioned by smooth curves into a finite number of non-overlapping smooth patches, that is, if S is piecewise smooth, then the integral over the surface S is the sum of the integrals over the patches. Thus, the integral of a function over the surface of a cube is the sum of the integrals over the faces of the cube. We integrate over a turtle shell of a welded plates by integrating one plate at a time and adding the results.
Okay, thank you.